Have the Seattle Mariners solved their offensive struggles? Let's talk about it. The Seattle Mariners just came off a big series win against the Philadelphia Phillies, and while in that last game they weren't too sharp where they put up 0 runs, the offense has definitely improved since the trade deadline. So today we're just going to go into some of those statistics on how they have been doing since they first originally acquired Randy Arozarena, and obviously you have Justin Turner who mixed in there, but this offense really just looks a lot more confident. You could see that in the second game the other night where they were down 5-0, and usually Mariner fans are like, yeah, this game's over, whatever. But we all stuck around, and they did end up coming back and winning in the 10th inning on a walk-off walk, which was great to see because they just weren't down for the count like they have been in the past. I feel like there's been times this year where they've been down 3-0, and most of us are just like, yep, this game's over because they don't have enough offense to come back. But it definitely seems like that is taking a massive turn. So not including Sunday's game where they put up 0 runs, they have scored 6+ runs in 7 of their last 8 games, in which they have a record of 6-2 in those 8 games. Now, just to give you a little bit of background on how impressive this is from a Mariners standpoint, in their 9 games previous to that 8-game stretch, they scored 6+ runs in 1 game, and their record in those 9 games were 1-8. I don't want to say 6+ runs is the number to shoot for because that is going to be very difficult even for the Mariners, who have definitely improved as an offense. I think maybe anywhere from the 4 to 5 range should get the job done, especially with our pitching staff, but some bullpen parts have been very, very shaky. But even just the fact to say that they scored 6+ runs in 7 of their last 8 games, excluding Sunday, is still a great statistics to say out loud. I really just think the vibes that Randy Arozarena and Justin Turner bring are really, truly helping everyone on this offense. Even Mitch Haniger admitted that Justin Turner found something in his swing that really helped him, and Mitch Haniger's been doing really, really well recently. I mean, in their time here, JT and Randy have 8 RBIs combined. It's only been about a week now. Randy is hitting .290 with a 13.5% walk rate, as well as a 158 WRC plus during his time with the Mariners, and Justin Turner is hitting .278 with a 119 WRC plus in his time with the Mariners. As we know, very small sample sizes, but still a great thing to see that they are coming here and still producing. Now, speaking of the Randy effect, let's discuss the Seattle Mariners Major League Rankings since they acquired Randy Arozarena. So in terms of home runs, they are 3rd in Major League Baseball. In terms of RBIs, they have 52, which is 6th in Major League Baseball. In terms of strikeout rate, which is by far the most impressive ones, as we know as Mariner fans, they have led the league all season in that. In this past week and a half time span, they have a 21.9% K rate, which is 17th in Major League Baseball. In terms of a walk rate, they have an 11.5% walk rate, which is 3rd in all of baseball. They have a .259 batting average, which is 10th in all of baseball. They have a .497 slug as a team, which is 4th. They have a 145 WRC plus, which as we know is just strictly an offensive stat, where they are 4th in baseball, and they have a .361 on-base percentage, which is 6th in baseball. So since acquiring Randy Arozarena, they are pretty much top 10 in every single category except the average, which they are exactly at 10th, and then the K rate, which they are 17th, but still a massive improvement from being at a 31% all season. I think the biggest thing for the Seattle Mariners that's going to come down to is really just producing in the bigger moments. So, 2 outs, which is something that Luke Raley's been really good at recently. Even as a team, even that game when they came back from 5-0, all those RBIs in that 1 inning were all with 2 outs, which was just super great to see. That's really what it's going to come down to for them, is really just producing when runners get on base, because as we know, they struggle sometimes, especially when they get a guy on 3rd base or 2nd base with 1 out or 0 outs. They really just struggle to drive them in. There's been just a lot of talk around baseball that really has just been sleeping on the Mariners in general, just talking about, they have this great pitching staff, but they have a terrible offense, which they definitely did for the most part of this season. But now, since acquiring Randy and JT, there's a completely different vibe around this team, and you could tell that just by watching. It's going to be tough to kind of organize everything, I think, when JP and Julio come back, which is going to be great to see Julio back with this lineup of Victor Robles and Randy Arozarena. Victor Robles has been on an absolute tear. It's really just enjoyable to watch. He's such a ball of energy, and he just has so much confidence up there right now. Dom Canzone should be coming back soon, so I think he's going to be playing some time in the outfield as well. But it's going to be difficult because, you have Mitch Haniger, who's hot, but you don't really want to sit in. But you have Randy, Victor, Julio. It's going to be a lot going on, to be honest. As we know, Mitch Garver is just continuing to really struggle at the plate, so I don't really know how many reps he's going to get going forward. And even maybe if we get to the playoffs, how many reps he'll get at all, which he is pretty good, pretty decent in the playoffs. He's had some clutch moments, especially last year with Texas. But it's just going to be a lot of moving parts, and trying to figure out how to get everyone playing time is going to be pretty difficult. This last stretch of the season is going to be really tough between the Mariners and the Astros. It's going to come down to the wire in terms of who wins that division. And the suckiest part is whoever does end up winning the division, the team that comes in second most likely will not make the playoffs just based on the wild card standings right now. It doesn't suck if we win the division and the Astros don't make the playoffs, but it will suck the other way around if we miss the division title by half a game or a game again, and then we can't even make the wild card because it's so competitive. The next few games they have at home on this homestand is against the Detroit Tigers and New York Mets, which are games they have to win. They have to at least go 4-2 on the rest of this homestand, and then really just see where it goes. The more they win, it's been a lot of like Mariners winning, Astros winning, Mariners losing, Astros losing. Like yesterday, we could have taken a 2-game advantage, and the offense didn't show up. So it's just going to be a lot of that stressfulness going forward and a lot of that back and forth until really it comes down to the wire at the end of the last series, probably, knowing at this rate, it's going to be come down to one game and who does well in the last series. But really just looking deeper into these offensive statistics in this past week and a half since acquiring Randy, it's been great to see. I can't credit it all to Randy, but this team definitely has a different vibe around them with these guys in the clubhouse and going out and just being able to compete with the top team in the league like the Phillies, who were struggling a little bit, but still going out and competing and doing your job and winning the series. So without a doubt, this offense has improved, and hopefully they can keep improving going forward because they're really going to have to in order to win this division. But let me know what you guys think about this offense. Let me know if you guys think they still may be one bat short or whatever you may think. Let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.